although Apple's iPhone 17 Pro Max is still months away from its official debut. The tech world is already buzzing with early leaks, design rumors, and speculations about what could be the most significant iPhone upgrade in years. As anticipation builds for Apple's 2025 iPhone lineup, a clearer picture is emerging of how the iPhone 17 Pro Max could differ from its predecessor. The powerful and polished iPhone 16 Pro Max. The iPhone 16 Pro Max was widely regarded as the pinnacle of Apple engineering in 2024, with its 6.9-inch display A18 Pro chip, robust titanium body, long-lasting battery, and top-tier camera system. But with increasing pressure from rivals like Samsung's Galaxy S5 Ultra and Google's Pixel Fold 2, Apple needs more than just incremental updates to stay ahead. The competition is heating up fast, and Apple's strategy with the iPhone 17 Pro Max could determine whether it keeps its edge in the premium smartphone space. So, what can we expect from the iPhone 17 Pro Max? From performance gains powered by the rumored A19 Pro chip, to a reimagined rear camera setup and possibly a major design overhaul, here's everything we know so far about Apple's upcoming flagship, release date, and price expectations. Could Apple increase prices again? Apple tends to unveil its flagship smartphones each September, and unless there's a major production delay or strategic pivot, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is expected to follow the same pattern, launching in September 2025 alongside the rest of the iPhone 17 lineup. Apple rarely strays from its fall release schedule, especially when it comes to their premium Pro and Pro Max models. As for pricing, this is where things get interesting. The iPhone 16 Pro Max was priced at $1,199, continuing the upward trend in premium smartphone cost. That price tag matched the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which had seen a $100 bump from its predecessor. Rumors suggest that the iPhone 17 Pro Max might see a price increase, possibly due to the inclusion of advanced hardware like a vapor chamber cooling system, expanded RAM, and a new camera configuration. But Apple might surprise us. If the rumored iPhone 17 Ultra or iPhone 17 Air makes its debut with even more advanced features or a foldable design, it could serve as the top-tier model, allowing Apple to cap the price of the Pro Max. In that case, the iPhone 17 Pro Max might maintain its current price point to remain competitive with Samsung's S25 Ultra, which is also rumored to stay near the $1,000 to $100 mark. Design evolution, a radical new look for the iPhone lineup. While the iPhone 16 Pro Max introduced a larger 6.9-inch display and maintained Apple's titanium construction, the design remained familiar, with subtle refinements like slightly slimmer bezels and a tighter dynamic island cutout. The 16 Pro Max was evolutionary, not revolutionary. The iPhone 17 Pro Max, on the other hand, might be Apple's first bold design shakeup since the iPhone X. Leaks and CAD renderings point to a dramatic rear redesign, possibly featuring a horizontal camera bar reminiscent of the Google Pixel 8 Pro. This horizontal strip could stretch across the back of the device, potentially housing 3 powerful camera sensors and LiDAR technology in a more symmetrical layout. Additionally, the frame material remains a topic of heated debate. Will Apple continue using titanium for its Pro models, or could it pivot to aluminum to cut cost or improve thermal dissipation? Some sources suggest that aluminum might make a comeback, but considering how heavily Apple marketed titanium last year, a quick reversal seems unlikely. Color options could also expand. Early iPhone 17 color rumors hint at fresh finishes like teal titanium, dark green titanium, and even matte crimson, although Apple typically reserves bolder color choices for its base models, while keeping Pro models more subdued. Display changes, same size, smarter panel. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is expected to keep the 6.9-inch OLED display from its predecessor, but with significant internal improvements. Rumors point to Apple integrating low dielectric constant T, low KT technology into the display panels. This change could enhance energy efficiency, reduce power loss, and make the display more durable. Another key design tweak might be the reduction of the dynamic island, shrinking the notch even further and making room for more usable screen space. Although Apple isn't expected to switch to a fully under-display camera in 2025, these refinements still represent meaningful progress in maximizing screen real estate. There's also speculation about the device's thickness. Some sources claim the iPhone 17 Pro Max will be slightly thicker, possibly 8.7 to 5 mm compared to the iPhone 16 Pro Max's 8.5 mm to accommodate a larger battery and vapor chamber cooling system. Camera upgrades for 8MP triple threat is coming. Apple's camera system on the iPhone 16 Pro Max was already impressive, boasting a 8MP main sensor, a 8MP ultra-wide lens, and a 12MP telephoto camera with 5x optical zoom. With the iPhone 17 Pro Max, Apple might take its photography game to an entirely new level. According to multiple leakers, the iPhone 17 Pro Max will introduce a 8MP telephoto lens, replacing the current 1-MP zoom lens. This could mean crisper, more detailed zoom shots and improved low-light performance, especially at longer focal lengths. There's also talk of a variable aperture system coming to the main sensor, giving users more control over depth of field, allowing for dramatic, bokeh, and pro-level portrait photography. This would align with Apple's increasing push toward making its smartphones true DSLR alternatives. Video recording might also see a big leap. Apple is rumored to be working on Pro video mode upgrades, offering better dynamic range and possibly 8K video support aimed at content creators and mobile filmmakers. On the front, the true-depth camera could be upgraded from 12MP to 2MP, delivering even sharper selfies, enhanced Face ID reliability, and better performance in low light. Performance in chipset, A19 Pro, and AI optimization. New iPhone brings with it a new chip, and this year is no different. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is expected to debut with the A19 Pro chipset, a cutting-edge SoC that could either be based on TSMC's 2nd Gen 3 nanometers process, or possibly Apple's 1st 10 nanometers chipset, depending on manufacturing progress, even if Apple sticks with 3 nanometers. Optimizations in transistor density, AI compute performance, and power management are expected. The A19 Pro should offer higher GPU throughput, faster neural processing, and better energy efficiency across the board. More importantly, Apple is expected to increase the RAM to 12 GB, up from 8 GB in the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This additional memory could be crucial for Apple Intelligence, the company's new AI suite introduced in iOS 18. Features like context-aware Siri, on-device language modeling, and AI-powered photo editing would all benefit from additional RAM. To manage the increased thermal load from the A19 Pro chip, Apple might implement a vapor chamber cooling system for the first time in an iPhone. This would dramatically improve sustained performance during gaming, multitasking, or video rendering. Battery life and charging. Apple might go bigger, and faster battery life has become a major battleground in flagship smartphones, and the iPhone 16 Pro Max set a high bar. In real-world tests, it achieved a remarkable 17 hours and 35 minutes of web browsing on cellular, beating almost every Android flagship in 20 different dots. So how does Apple improve on that? By potentially using a larger battery, made possible by the phone's rumored increased thickness, combined with the A19 Pro's efficiency and low-KT display. The iPhone 17 Pro Max could challenge the 18-hour battery mark in endurance test. Charging speeds, however, have remained stagnant. The iPhone 16 Pro Max supported 30W wired charging, while Android competitors like Xiaomi, OnePlus, and even Samsung have embraced 45W plus or 65W fast charging. There's speculation that Apple might finally increase wired charging to 40W or more on the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and potentially boost MagSafe wireless charging to 20W or beyond, making overnight charges a thing of the past. Software, iOS 19 and the age of Apple Intelligence. The iPhone 17 Pro Max will debut alongside iOS 19, expected to be Apple's biggest software redesign since iOS 7. While both the iPhone 16 Pro Max and 17 Pro Max will support the new OS, the newer model is likely to benefit from features optimized for higher RAM and the A19 Pro chip's AI capabilities. If you already own an iPhone 16 Pro Max, the upcoming model might not justify a rush upgrade unless Apple delivers on the rumored camera system, A19 chip, and Apple Intelligence enhancements. However, if you're still using an older model like the iPhone 13 Pro Max or 14 Pro, the iPhone 17 Pro Max could be the perfect moment to upgrade. With possible breakthroughs in camera tech, AI processing, and battery life, this device is shaping up to be Apple's most capable iPhone ever. As we move closer to September 2025, more leaks and confirmations will emerge. Until then, the showdown between the iPhone 17 Pro Max versus iPhone 16 Pro Max gives us a clear picture of what to expect and what Apple must deliver to remain the gold standard of smartphones. Which one are you more excited about, the new iPhone 17 Pro Max or Samsung's Galaxy S25 Ultra? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest Apple news, leaks, and deep dive comparisons.